でもこうたくさん出ますんでですね、前の人やってる最中でこうもうごそごそとセッティング始めてるからさ、でこう前の人が終わったらもうすぐこう出られるような感じでお願いします。はい、ではですね、一番最初の方ご紹介します。私の一番大事なご友人でございます。はい、こうずっと長く一緒にやっております。韓国のアートイベントにも、一緒に参加しました。はい、ご紹介いたします。イザベル・モナムールこと村田泉さんでございます。どうぞ。
いい日だったお誕生日
ありがとうございます。
ヒンデンちゃんのために歌を2曲歌います。最初は変態昭和歌謡恋のどれ。あなたに会ったその日から恋の奴隷になりました。あなたの膝に絡みつく子犬のように悪い時はどうぞぶってね、気にしないからだからどうぞそばに置いてね。あなた好みの女になりたい。あなたを知ったその日から恋の奴隷になりました。右と言われりゃ右向いてとても幸せ、影のようについてゆくわ。気にしないでね。だからどうぞそばに置いてね。あなた好みの女になりたい。可愛いやつと言われたいのあなただけに。だからどうぞそばに置いてね。あなた好みの女になりたい。そんな女いるのかしら。じゃあもう一曲歌います。いるんばこじるんばイェイ終わります。
私は生きてるうちに一番星になりたいんだよ。 ですから早く合格発表をよろしくお願いいたします。そこなるなるそこなるなるそこなるなるそこなるなるわーっと一緒
これ間違えたの置いてあるってことは食べちゃっていいんじゃない？いやいや持ってかないからさ。
時間見てない。見てない。気が済んでなければ続けてどうぞ。カモカモ。
じゃあ次の方どうぞ。
いいね。はい、加藤チャーリー千春さんでした。拍手。はい、どうも麗しくもに聞いてきましょう。
歌おうかと思ったんだけど、誰か歌
最近よく夜眠れないそのわけは多分きっとそのせいなんだろう。最近よく夜眠れないそのわけは多分きっとそのせいなんだろう。最近よく夜眠れないそのわけは多分きっとそのせいなんだろう。最近よく夜眠れないそのわけは多分きっとそのせいなんだろう。はい、今日はヒンデンさんのね誕生日にお集まりいただいたということで、さっきハッピーバースデー皆さんでいつもと同じに君に待ってるはずの君に電話かけた。もちろん嘘だけど君は受話器の向こう側
渋谷の道玄坂角を曲がって少し坂を登る。そこを左に行くと彼がエレベーターから降りてくる。ありがとうございます。彼が帰った朝に彼の閉会が鳴る。太陽こって誰だよ、今日遅くまでありがとうって。太陽こって誰だよ、今すぐ会いに行くから教えろよ。その音が止まったら刃物を持っていくから言うだけは言うなよ。勝手になんてどうだっていいんだからさ。今のうちに希望して残りの人生楽しめよ。止まる空間がないぞ、目を閉じる暇も。太陽こって誰だよ、お前の月に会いに行くから。太陽こって誰だよ、早く居場所教えろよ。太陽こって誰だよ、一生忘れないように息の根を止めるから。早く居場所教えろよ。太陽こって誰だよ、太陽こって誰だよ。ありがとうございます。
夕暮れの風が頬を撫でる。いつもの店に行くのさ。中のさして大きな出来事もなく、あの人はいつだって優しいよ。どこで暮らしても同じだろうと私は思っているのさ。なのにどうしてか知らない、こんなに切なくなって。街で一番高い丘にかけてく頃は本当に泣きたいくらいだよ。真っ赤な夕日に船が出てゆく。私の心に何がある。私の心に何がある。ありがとうございました。本当におめでとうございます。
はい、で、その2度目に優勝したじゃあ作品をじゃあ今日は行きたいと思います。じゃあ、はい、じゃあ行きたいと思います。じゃあ、はい。 チロリン工事の妖怪めぐうひゃひゃひゃひゃひゃひゃひゃ皆さん工事の機能障害知ってますか？
はい。
はい、工事の機能障害は怖い病気なんですよ。
はい。
この病気にかかると、この病気になってしまうと、こんな妖怪たちに取りつかれてしまうんですよ。今日はそのほんの一部だけを紹介したいと思います。じゃあまずはなんだっけ。いやー、これはですね、僕の口癖でもございましてね、はい、一旦取りつかれてしまうとやろうとしてたことや最近の出来事などを忘れてしまうというとんでもない妖怪なんですよ。ほんと、まあ、いいよね、本当に。まあ、言葉が詰まったりとか、本当に怖いです。これはもううひゃいや。続いては乏しいぞ。いやー、どうでしょう。漢字の乏しいという形をしてますね。で、胸にシーと書いてあるんですよ。そしてこのひねりの効かないアンテナが反応してましてね、それで常にこの足元ライトの光線を光らせ続けてんですよ。この光線を浴びてしまおうものならたちまちその人は発想力が乏しくなってしまうという。
洗脳光線だ。
はい、そうです。そんな怖い光線なんですよ。
怖い
なので浴びてしまうと本当これはもう最後っていうか、本当いやー、たちまち乏しくダラーンとうつ状態になってしまうみたいな、はい、そんな感じなんですよ。いやー、ほんと怖い怖い。いやー、怖いですね。
ポルです。はい、ということでね、必ず月に1回はね、これが放映されるということなんでございますけどもね。はい、ということでね、本当ね、大変なんですよね、本当に大変なんですよ。今マッドサイコっていうね、映画を撮ってるんです。映画を撮ってるんですけどもね、最初そのマッドサイコっていう映画はですね、コメディだったんですよね。すごいポップなコメディだったんですけどね。ですごい綺麗なモデルの方がね、主演だったんですけども、すごいいい役でほぼ主役だったんですけども、突然消えてしまいましてですね結構有名なモデルの方なんですけども、しかもなんかちょっと精神的にねちょっと病気があった方でね、もう連絡が取れなくなってしまったということでね。でその間に10月に撮り始めたんですけども、もう時間が経ってしまってですね、その間にいろんな事件があったりとかしてですね、で結果的にですねもうなんか内容が全然変わってしまってですね、社会的な今の現代をね鋭くつくようなイスラムがやってきた事務所の隣にいつの間にやってきた祈りが聞こえる。渡辺さんどこ行った？家賃がたまってる。大家さん怒ってる。こ
こは日本だよ。砂漠の匂いが隣からする聖地の香りさ。コーラン片手にラクダに乗る、そんな夢見てしまう。隣はイスラム。でもイスラム出ていかない。アラーがついてる。
アラアクバール。
シア派もスンニ派も結局イスラム。
Don't have no religion.
私にわからない彼らの戒律。急に拝んである日感じき、メッカはどちら。砂漠の匂いが隣からする聖地の香りさ。コーラン片手にラクダに乗る、そんな夢見てしまう。隣はイスラム。世界平和のために祈ります。あらあらあらあらあらあらあらあらあらあらあら。イスラム国、イスラム国、イスラム教と間違えられる。イスラム国は悪い人、イスラム教はいい人ばかり。
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Everybody go, right?
イスラムが
顔詰めだから
最高。
長持ち
俺もスモップ。
サバゆえにビビなり魚ヘリブー魚ヘリブー
イ 時間が出てくるので楽しんでいってください。
Sorry, we didn't know how to say our friend was sitting there.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
Okay, so if I hit it, and I'm recording now, if I
はいどうぞ
Do you disappear when you leave here? Do you pop like a bubble? What color do you become? What colors have you gathered? The blood on the wall is shaped like flowers or octopuses. I'm the one you're looking for. Please don't talk to anyone else. Stay indoors and cover yourself. My child and I caught 14 grasshoppers. They're popping around in a plastic container. Some are light green, others are light brown. A man's bleeding to death in the corner, blood pouring from his shadow. A notice is hung on the wall above his head. I can't read what it says. He kicks and turns into blue dots, ripping off his clothes. When we turn into blue dots, it means we're being watched. He's ripping off his clothes because he's overcome with remorse. Black and white women pack black and white things into black and white suitcases. They'll move across a black and white field. Their hair will dance in the wind. I want to pop like a bubble. I want to float, then lose the power to float. I want to be a black and white thing stuffed into a suitcase. I want the suitcase to breathe like an animal. I want the wind to lick the women like a tongue. I knew all along you'd break my heart. The agony swung around me like monkeys through trees. I was happy when it went black. I thought it meant that I no longer have to feel. You're crawling away from me. You're crawling in between the legs of the monsters. I'm the only one who isn't a monster, but I don't have anything for you to crawl in between. He became a lightning bug and lost control of himself. Turning people into flowers, the blue dots turn into flames. Someone's holding their hand in the flames. Then we are on a rooftop in summertime. The heat makes him dizzy. He's frantically looking through his pockets. He's looking for things to burn. He wants to burn the past and start again as a child. There's something tied around his face to cover his mouth and nose. There's a child kicking through the garbage. The child is me. The future is hopeless. The heat will drive us all crazy. The child will kick until he collapses. The runaway's face glows white in the dark, like an angel, but an angel could never help us. The rest of the world sleeps like logs. I cry and glow. I'd like to reach across this infinity and tickle you with a yellow feather or a white feather. Maybe we can meet somewhere. There's a table in the exact center of infinity. There are 2 chairs. I sit and wait for you. Then I smash my chair and I smash the second chair. And a voice from somewhere says, I'll never take the time to look at you. I thought loneliness was an object I could smash or a container to keep insects in. It isn't really sleep. Even in my dreams, I'm chasing after you. I'm not living, I'm only imagining. The man burning the body parts turns around to gaze upon the kicking little boy. But what if there isn't any punishment? What if I should have followed her to wherever it was she was going? I paint this black. I cover this with black. She doesn't care if anyone sees. We can burn the body parts right here, right out in the open. You've seen more than me. You're more alive than me. I can choose any hour of the day to be the dead of night, to be the wee hours of morning. You continue burning, I continue kicking, the clown's mumbling into her pillow. I've decided to no longer be concerned with time, so perhaps she mumbles into her pillow for 500 years. There's a noise. Someone arriving through the darkness shines a flashlight in her face. It's the aerialist. He smiles. He explains himself. He takes out a cigarette. We only see the clown's eyes and something gently swinging next to her head. Maybe it's a noose. Some are taken away. Some take themselves away. I decorate my cell, but it doesn't change anything. The gray is inside me. Black smoke drifts against the blue sky, wavering in the heat. You move with such uncertainty, but I don't care. There are years to come for that. A woman's beautiful legs, a woman's beautiful feet. She lets down her hair, then puts it back up. There are years to come. Do I look sad? Why did you think of me then? Why did you try to shake me awake? The man shines black and beautifully, crouches down to whisper in the ear of the child who is kicking. Another woman with legs walks by. I watch her until she descends the hill and disappears. The moonlight illuminates the trumpet in a strange way. It looks like a torture device. He continues to act as if there's nothing to be afraid of, as if people never pull knives on each other. I put a picture of you in a frame and paint over it with gray. I'm dreaming of some orange island. Please appear. Please dance like you did. The clown crawls out of bed and joins the aerialist in the moonlight. No longer concerned with time, it takes her 3 years to walk over to where he's standing. I cut off my right thumb and painted orange. I cut off the index finger of my right hand and painted red. I'd like you to know that I think of you, that I try to imagine where you live. Green, I said. I wanted you to be a certain shade of green. The man barks at the child. The child believes himself to be the creator of the universe. He believes he can will the man to pop like a bubble if he chooses, if the urge strikes him, or the man starts to bore him. We glisten in the summer, in the sun, in the heat. Black attracts the sun. The man says, every road leads to despair. Everything eventually melts. There's nothing to fight against. There's nothing to fight for. I am the aerialist. You are the clown. We are alone together in the darkness. Our enemies are locked away. Those who usually block our path are sleeping soundly. Why do you go so long without speaking to me? Then burst forth like a splash of orange paint on a gray wall. I look out train windows on gray days and feel you in my heart. You're young, so you wouldn't understand. The noise eventually dies down until a different kind of noise begins. The aerialist doesn't have a life story. He was born yesterday and already was an aerialist. The clown was born 100,000 years ago in a cave. She wasn't a clown then, she was a kind of butterfly. I wake up and I sleep, I wake up and I sleep. A day means nothing. I cut off the middle finger of my right hand and paint it black. I cut off the ring finger of my right hand and paint it yellow. The sunlight turns half his face yellow. The other half is black. You glisten like an insect. We buzz above the city. I don't have anything to show for the years I've been alive. How his heart must race to the sound of her voice, walking through forests together, and the sound of her saying, woodpeckers. I read a letter you wrote me and laughed. I love you because you're powerless. They've sent me to check on how the burning bodies are coming along. Who's this child you're talking to? I see in the windows of all the shut-ins, they still have their Christmas decorations up. We're failures as children, as parents, as individuals. The smoke is black with consequence. Black with erased childhoods. Headless woodpeckers, daughters who laugh behind our backs. You've had books and music in your room. There'd be an understanding, and above all, I'd hope to be too far away to hear her call my name. The aerialist laughs and curls up like a dead insect. He smokes his cigarette. He assures her the vulture's nothing to worry about. The machine sounds like a heart beating underwater. Are we underwater? I feel sweat trickling down my lower back. I'm trying to remember the words to a prayer, and I think we'll be all right since we've made it through this before. The dead bug talks and laughs and smokes, then sits up and turns into a boy who isn't afraid of anything, a boy fearless enough to become an aerialist. There are other machines sitting in silence. I'm in a narrow alley of the city looking straight up at a thin sliver of sky. There are wires everywhere. I'm wedged in between two vertebrae of the city. The alley is dark even in the daytime. The wires are ugly. They look like veins pumping black sludge. I felt I was something that could be stepped on, something scurrying around the drain pipe. Even here there are flashing lights, a single row of red ones, blinking in joy. Another man, a man dressed in black. The man who always appears to wish he was elsewhere walks down a city street in the intense heat. Perhaps he's coming to meet me in the alley. He's a man who's used like an object. He sees a weakling thrown out of a doorway, slithering while being kicked, not bothering to beg for mercy. The slithering and kicking may continue on forever. The universe is vast beyond our comprehension. If I looked hard enough, I'd find an infinite number of you. I'm too lazy to look. I'm too lazy to leave my room. A woman shakes her head. She's saying no. What are you going to name the child? He sleeps in his car. Men are trying to tear each other apart. I drink in the afternoon all alone. I'm trying to make the universe screech to a halt. People argue in the darkness where I've left them. People try not to lose their minds. Sometimes I don't need this escape. Happiness has filled my heart. There's singing voices swirl around me. The light has a certain quality, and you were starting to glow again.
Yeah.
はい、どうも。こんばんは、東條平八郎です。
イエーイ成功賛成
今日はヒンデさんの誕生日ということで、おめでとうございます。はい、ヒンデさんとはヒンデさんご自身が先ほどおっしゃられましたけれども、ヤングフラっていう、まんまとやられたわけなんですけれども、日本陸軍は、手をこまねいていたわけではなく、米軍の、飛行場、B29 がいる飛行場を、奇襲攻撃をしようと、日夜訓練を重ねておりました。それが日本陸軍の空挺部隊、はいで訓練してたんですけど、残念ながら、出撃する機会を得ず、沖縄戦まで持ち越して、沖縄の、読谷飛行場というところに、落下傘ではなく、飛行機ごと、飛行場に強行着陸して、飛行場を破壊するという、戦果を、挙げました。その、日本の空挺部隊のことを歌った歌、それが、空の新兵です。
So crazy!
愛より青き踊らに踊らにたちまち開く百戦の真っ白きバラの花のよう見よらかさん空に降り見よらかさん空を行く見よらかさん空を行く正義の花よラカさんラカさんこの純白に赤き血を捧げてくいる奇襲隊この空も敵の空この山川も敵の陣この山川も敵の陣敵サイドマイクダルマイクダルまなじり高きつわもののいぶくかみゆるお花顔あゆぱくの花を見てあけいくの花を見てあけいくに花をいてたたえよ